Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am loving my hair right now. It is so freaking cute. This is a new ponytail from InsertNameHere. It's called Lola. And I don't know, like the hair with a shirt, it's making me feel like I'm gonna go to the country club and play some tennis now. I feel very cute right now and I just kind of wanted to do some cute makeup. I do kind of have an idea of like the makeup vibe I want to go with today. I want to use the BH Cosmetics Sweet Shoppe Cotton Candy palette. And I want to use like this color right here. It matches my top and I don't know, I want to do like a wash of like a matte purple on my eye. I don't know, I haven't played with color in a little bit, so that's what I want to do with my eyes. But before we get into that, let's fix his face up a little bit. You guys know that I'm always using the Ole Henriksen Banana Primer, but today I'm gonna switch it up a little bit and try this Peach and Lily Glass Skin Refining Serum. We shall see. I think I've used this only once before. I'm very curious about it and my skin just needs a little bit of hydration. I feel like I can just like keep layering the serum more and more. It feels really nice. I like that. And because I'm feeling a little bit extra, I'm gonna go into the Laneige Cream Skin Mist, normal to dry skin. I've used this a couple times and I really like it, but I still want to test it out. So I'm gonna spritz this on my face for some extra hydration. The mist is absolutely lovely. All right, the skin is nicely prepped and hydrated. It feels really, really good. So I'm gonna do the same technique I did in my last video, wearing concealer before my foundation. And I'm gonna try the Pat McGrath Labs concealer this time. This is an L3. Yeah, L3. This concealer is also pretty full coverage and I do like it a lot. My under eyes have been like really purple, like around my eyes. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's like a lack of good sleep. But I'm just gonna do some spot concealing because we've got a lot of spots to conceal today. It looks great. I'm gonna go into this sponge. I think this might be a ColourPop sponge, if I'm not mistaken, maybe, possibly. And I'm gonna just blend out all my concealer. I kind of changed up the settings on my camera, so I'm not as like blue and cool toned as I was in my last videos because of like the natural lighting. So hopefully this is better. I look a lot more lively and a lot warmer toned. I think it looks good from what I'm seeing, but hopefully it translates good for you guys. It's a learning process. We're still getting comfortable with the new camera. I'm gonna take the ColourPop Pretty Fresh foundation and I'm gonna apply some on my sponge and just go straight onto the face. I use the shade 45W, which works quite well for me. I've talked about this foundation like 100 times already, but what I didn't mention is actually the other day I was wearing it and then my fiance was just doing things around the house and he was like, your foundation, what is that? I'm like, oh, it's the ColourPop one. He's like, really? I think that's the best foundation I've seen on you in a really long time. And I was like, why, thank you. I'm gonna do some cream contouring with the Huda Beauty Tan Tour in Fair. Haven't used this in a little bit. I'm slowly bringing out some of the makeup that I packed just so I have like some different products to play with and I'm not constantly using the same things. I'm applying this with a BH brush. I'm trying to remember which set this was in. It has like this iridescent handle. I love BH brushes. I feel like all my brushes are slowly turning into BH brushes and I'm not mad at it. For the nose, I'm going to a much smaller brush. This is from ColourPop. It's the E18. It's just kind of like a little flat shader brush. So let me blend this out before it dries down too much. I literally thought that bird was gonna fly into my window. It's so quiet and all I hear is like little sponge sounds. I want to do a little bit of cream blush. So I'm using the Fenty Petal Poppin'. It's a really pretty color. I really want to just use, or at least try to use more like cream products. I'm going a little heavier with the cream blush just because when I set it down, I feel like it'll fade a little bit. Should we just keep going with the cream products and go cream highlight? This is the Iconic Illuminator in Original. I think there's like one color. Have I tried this? I hope it's not too dark. It's definitely, it's really pretty. I'm gonna do a few dots and then I'm gonna immediately blend this out because sometimes when I use highlighters like this, they dry down so quickly and they don't move at all. Did that do anything? It does kind of like stay where you put it. It's really odd. Maybe I'm just not doing it right. I'm not like a creamy person. Oh. All right, let's just set everything in. I'm gonna use the Laura Mercier Loose Translucent Setting Powder. I'm gonna use my sponge to set it all in. Same old, same old. I had to like change up some memory cards. I don't know why every time I sit down to film, I forget about changing the memory cards. Anyway, so if the framing looks a little different, yeah, anyways. So now we're moving on to bronzer, and I'm gonna do my little mixture of the Nabla Skin bronzers in Dune and Ombre. I'm gonna take both of them with my Zoeva 127 Luxe Sheer Cheek. Not last night, but the night before. Actually, technically, it was in the morning since it happened at 4:30 a.m. and then at 7 a.m. But LA experienced quite a frightening earthquake, a series of earthquakes. It was really weird because I think the first one, what was it? It was a 4.2 or 4.3. I don't remember exactly. It didn't, like, that's not a huge one per se. Like, it's not the worst in the world, but for some reason it felt terrifying. It felt worse. It felt way more than that for some reason. And the way that I woke up from the first earthquake, I literally have never like gasped and just, I was like screaming, and then I started panicking and crying a little bit. That's never really happened, but I think I just got so startled out of my sleep and it freaked me out. I was up for a really long time. Me and my fiance were just like shaking in bed because it is not a fun feeling. Mia was just like sitting up and staring and like barking, and I think she felt all the little ones, because speaking of little ones, there was like 30 of them. 30 little ones. And then when I finally closed my eyes to sleep, by the way, the sun was out, so that was really distracting. But I started having a nightmare that my neighbor's house was on fire, and I was running to tell them. But before I could run to tell them, I woke up screaming again because another earthquake started going off, and that, traumatizing. It was scary. Did not like that, not one bit. 0 out of 10. For my blush, I'm gonna go into the BH Cosmetics Bellini 6 color blush palette. Been loving this. I like to mix these two shades together. I know we put a little bit of cream blush, which actually is still really peeking through and looks nice, but I always like to just go over everything with like a powder. I want to look very blushy today. Okay. For my highlighter, I'm going to take the Benefit Cookie Highlight, which is freaking amazing. I love the texture. It's literally so glowy. Little goes a very long way. Ooh, that's so pretty. Really quickly, I'm gonna fill in my brows with the ColourPop Precision Brow Pencil in Dope Taupe. Oh, interesting. I'll be right back. For the eyes, I'm gonna mainly focus on the Bubblegum palette and the Cotton Candy. It's gonna be a really simple eye look, but I just really wanted to play with some color. I'm gonna go into the Bubblegum palette first, and I'm gonna grab this really pretty pastel baby blue. It's called Chili. I'm just gonna take a small amount of that, and I'm gonna place that in my crease just to kind of have like some sort of transition color. It's actually a really pretty baby blue. I'm gonna mainly have this color on my lids because, like I said, it matches my top, but I'm gonna take a little bit of this purple Confection, and I'm going to place that over top the baby blue that we put, just so I can have a little bit of something going on in my crease, and those two colors together kind of turn into the color of my shirt instead of like a super pinky lavender. As I'm doing this matte purple all over my lids, I'm kind of thinking if I should put down a base or just pack it on. Because if you guys know me, you know, like I don't really wear eyeshadow primers. I don't do like cut creases with like concealer or like tacky bases. I just put the eyeshadows on my eyes, and I usually never have any issues with that, especially if I'm not going anywhere today. I'm not trying to make my eyeshadow last the apocalypse, but we'll see. Let's just pack it on. It's called Sugar Plum. I'm also gonna use a little Sprinkles BH brush here. Ooh. Oh my God. And I'm not getting any fallout. Okay, that went a lot better than I was expecting. It's also a lot more vibrant than I thought it was gonna go on. So I'm just gonna pack for now and then go back and clean up the edges a little bit. Also, I don't know how it's possible that my hair gets so frizzy. Do you know how much like gel I put in my hair and it's still getting frizzy? This is my life. I'm actually really blown away how pigmented and amazing this is going on. Like I don't have any fallout on my face at all. Even in the palette picking it up, there's no kickback, and I don't have primer on. Dang. And I'm not just saying that, like I've been using BH Cosmetics for a very long time, and it's one of those brands I really love, and I love the people behind it. They've always treated me really amazing, and I do have a code with BH. If you guys ever want to use my code, is just Jesi. Also, this video is not sponsored or anything. I just really enjoy BH's product, and if something was sponsored, I would let you guys know 100%. I would not hide that from you guys. But yeah, So that's the color kind of laid down. I'm gonna go back into the bubblegum palette, and with my blending brush, I'm gonna take that baby blue we used, Chili. I'm gonna use that to just kind of blend out the edges. I'm really happy with this. So I think on the lower lash line, I think I'm gonna just do the same color. I'm gonna take Sugar Plum and just kind of run that down there. I'm trying to think like what I wanna do with my eyeliner, if I wanna even do eyeliner or just throw mascara on. I'm gonna take that baby blue, the Chili color, and I'm just going to run that along the bottom, just to kind of pick up on the blue that we put in the crease on top. Plus it gives that purple more of like a cool tone blue purple, like my shirt, instead of like on the pink side. Sometimes when I'm describing things, I take like the really long route in describing it instead of just, yeah, anyways. I'm gonna go into the bubblegum palette and take this color, it's called Pop. I'm gonna use that and pop it in the inner corner of my eye. Ooh, this is really cool. I'm happy. It's like 5 minutes of me just saying, wow, cool, ooh, pretty. I think what I'm gonna end up doing is lining my waterline with the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in Prance. This color is so pretty. I'm gonna use the ColourPop Black Eyeliner, and I'm just gonna do like a really small thin wing just to have something there, a little definition. And I'll be right back. I'm finishing off the eyes with some mascara. Oh my goodness. I really love how this came out, honestly. This is so fun. All right, so this is the final eye look. I'm really happy with it. I also went ahead and added a couple freckles just like right in here because I felt like it. I'm gonna finish off the look with lips, and I'm gonna go into the BH Cosmetics Soft Blur Velvet Lip Liner in the shade Kitten. And just for a little extra hydration in the center of the lips, I'm taking the BH So Extra Gloss in Extra Foam. Been one of my favorites, and it has like this lavender purple blue reflex in it that I think will pick up like with the eyes really nicely. So this is the final look. As you know, I'm really happy with the look. I mentioned that like 30 million times, but I think it's really cute. It was really fun. I haven't played with color in a while, and this hair is everything. This is probably my new favorite pony from InsertNameHere because it's just like really easy. It's light, it's so adorable, and it just makes me feel good. That's a good enough reason to like something, right? I hope you guys enjoyed this video and hanging out with me, and I hope you guys like the look that I created. As usual, don't forget to follow me on Twitter, mesijesibeauty, Instagram, MAKEUPBYJESI, because even when I'm not posting on YouTube, I am usually posting on Instagram all the time, so definitely follow me on there. And also, if you've not already subscribed to my channel, please do so before you go. It would mean so much for me. And also hit that little bell while you're at it so you guys are notified every time I post a new video and you don't miss out. With all of that said, I'm gonna go play some tennis. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, that'd be really fun, except it's 100 degrees and where I don't have a tennis court. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!